Yo, 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 my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Menix. And in today's episode, it's going to be another quick one. It's going to be me giving some props to CIG for some of the tech that they've put into this game just recently. And I just thought, for me, we do a lot of videos on slating CIG when things are going wrong and the bugs of the game, but we've never really propped them for the good stuff they've done. And so that's what I want to do today. It's going to be a quick video. A little bit of housework first, guys. So the code dropping down is my code. It's my referral code. On the 22nd of November, we will be having a free fly event and with the IAE. And what it'll be doing is showcasing some ships, and you'll get to fly some ships free. If you create an account, you can create a free account and use that code that drops down as your referral, and you can then have access to the game for free for a week or 2 weeks or whenever it is. It's up until December the 5th. And with that, you can fly the ships for free. And then if you do decide to buy the game or buy a ship or pledge a ship, then what that will do is also give you 5,000 credits, and it'll push me up in them rankings and give me some goodies as well. So that's that. And also the names running across the bottom, guys, is the names of our members on YouTube. They pay a couple of £1 a month, and they get badges and emojis and stuff like that, access to stuff like that. And sometimes we put out the videos earlier for those people as well. And so yeah, really appreciate those guys. And if you want to help out, just hit that join button, guys. We also do have an org, Noobs Gaming, over at the Robert Space Industries website, and we also have a Discord, and those links are in the description, so check out that, guys. So let's get into this video. So let's cast our mind back a couple of years here, and this is me playing some gameplay from 3.17. It was just before 3.17.2 dropped, and this was me doing some box missions. It was the very first starts of the game when I first started playing with Kill Thanis, and the main thing we did was box missions and looting. As you can see there, Kill Thanis is looting away. And so I would go and pick up these boxes, and we would always seem to be in a rush, because one of the biggest things that would happen to us is we would get a 30k crash, and we would lose the jobs and everything that was going. And not only would we lose the jobs, we would also get negative reputation for losing the job, and that was a massive thing for us. It was a big killer of the game for us. We're not being able to complete missions, not just being able to not complete them, but also getting the negative rep as well. It was just so bad at that point. And so this was a big part of the game, and we was all looking forward to 30k protection coming. So the game, when the game crashes, it's what we call the 30k, because the code that you get is called 30k. And so we would be worrying about always getting these 30ks. And what happened then in 3.18, they started doing where you could buy a cargo. We started getting server 30k. You see there's a 30k there. We would get what's called 30k protection, which means when the game crashed like that, we'd end up back in our habs, but our cargo was never lost. We would still lose any jobs we had and lose the rep, but we would never ever lose, but we wouldn't, or 90% of the time, we wouldn't lose the cargo. And I'm showing here on screen with when this new 30k protection came in around 3.18, and me showing you that there was no cargo in my caterpillar, and all I had to do was just get the caterpillar out and the cargo was there, and that was saved. And so that was amazing. And you see now I'm going to go back, and that cargo's there. So that when that came in, that 30k protection, that was amazing, that as cargo runners, we didn't lose our cargo anymore. So we could then start spending big amounts on cargo. One of the biggest worries we always had was not being able to buy the cargo we wanted, because say if we spent 300,000 on cargo or something, and then the biggest worry we had wasn't even pirates at that time. The biggest worry we had was the 30k crash. Because when we crashed, we would lose everything. We'd lose the cargo, we'd lose the money, and like I said, if we had jobs, we would lose the rep as well as the job. And so it was really, really frustrating, and we couldn't wait for this 30k protection. But then CIG brought in, with the 319 or the 320s, around near the 320s, they brought in this server recovery thing. And now what happens is we just get a message on the screen saying server recovery or server something, and basically what happens then is we just wait a couple of minutes and we recover. But again, with that happening, we would still end up losing the jobs we had, but we keep the cargo. We wouldn't have to then go through the whole getting out of bed and running down and getting the trains and all that stuff again. That was all sorted. We would always end up back in the cockpit of our ship or wherever it was when we crashed. And that was really good. But then we would still end up losing the jobs. So this is where I want to get to now on this point is now we get to the point of the last patch that came out, we no longer lose the jobs and the rep. And so I was playing yesterday and the game crashed. Then I had all these missions here, these hauling missions and these delivery missions that I had. And then all of a sudden the game crashed, as you can see there. And that was it then. I was doing a video, which I'm going to put out later, which is I had no money. I only had 2,000. I was showing how to get my money back up to around 100,000. So I was doing jobs. I wasn't doing cargo running. And as you see here, I came back in. And there's what's coming up at the top now, contract accepted, rookie rank. These jobs that I had came back up as already accepted. And so if I go to the accepted folder, I didn't lose the jobs on the crash. And so that was really, really good. I was really surprised about that. And we've got to give CIG props, credit where credit is due for this. This is a big thing for me. The frustration, I would have just ended up putting the game down. When I had that crash there, I would have put the game down. Instead, I was able to get those 2 jobs back. And not only did that happen once, it happened 3 times to me through this whole session. So I did about a 4-hour session or something. And it happened about 3 times to me. 2 of those I had jobs, and I got those jobs back. The 3rd time I was just picking up normal cargo because I got to the point where I could just start buying normal cargo again. But the fact that it happened twice and the jobs came up, and you'll see again here it happens again. Just as I'm about to go into this lift, the game crashes on me. Coming back in. So I'm at the menu screen. Back in, straight into the lift where I was just going in. And you can see the contract accepted, rookie rank, direct, planetary, small cargo haul. Again, so the jobs came back again. So that was the 2nd time. Now, like I said, I would have ended up just putting the game down the 1st time. But this time, with this new thing and the jobs coming back, absolute props to CIG for that. And I just think they needed the praise for that. And yeah, I'm not really a big person. I'm a nobody in this YouTube world. And for me, I still needed to say that this needed to be said. Like, props where props is due. And so, yeah, so we hope you like this video, guys. Just a quick one. Just wanted to sort of highlight that and my thoughts on it and how big this is for the game. And, yeah, so we hope you like this video, guys. Don't forget to take that point and tickle that like button. We have noticed there's about 80% of people that are watching the videos have not subscribed. So it would be really, really helpful if you guys do subscribe. It really helps us out and pushes us out. And, yeah, take care, guys. We'll see you in the verse.